Hi there, I'm Josef Botnar, and in this video tutorial I'm going to talk about integer data type. Numeric data type contains two big categories, integer and floating point. Integer data type holds whole numbers. Whole numbers are positive and negative numbers without fractional part or decimal point. For example, if you're going to meet numbers like 20, 30, 25, 100, minus 500, minus 10, and so on. Those are whole numbers. Floating point data type have a decimal point like 20.17, 5.78, 125.56. Those are floating point data type. When you select the numeric data type, you should take in consideration the following: the largest and the smallest numbers the variable can store, if the variable is going to store signed or unsigned numbers, how much decimal of precision the variable is going to have. Over here you have the integer data type. On this column you have data type like short, unsigned short, integer, unsigned integer, long, and so on. On another column, namely bits, is going to show you how much each data type is going to occupy out of memory. For example, for data type short data type, the C++ compiler is going to allocate 16 bits to store its range of values, while init data type has allocated by C++ compiler 32 bits to store its range of value. Also, there are this type unsigned and long, which is called sometimes modifier, because they are going to change the range of values. As you can see, unsigned can hold just positive numbers. And on this column, you can see the range of values for each data type. Let's make an example. On this line, I'm going to declare an init integer data type variable. Actually, I'm going to declare two variables, x and y, and let's initialize those variables straight away. X with 20 and y with 30. The next line, I'll declare long variable called sum, and the next line, this sum variable is going to store the result of addition between x and y. And let's display in console the result of addition between x and y. So for that I'm going to use a bit text, like the sum is, and the sum variable which holds the result of addition of x and y. Let's remove this n from here. Yeah, okay. on these lines, I'm going to change the values for x and y variable. And the next line, I'm going to declare a long variable called multiply. Let's remove this O. On this line, I declared a long integer data type because I thought the multiplication has as a result a bigger number. So it's suitable for this variable multiply to have a long data type. And let's also to display in console the result of multiplication. So I'm going to use again cout object and to write a bit of text. The multiplication is and the multiply variable which holds the result of multiplication, and on this line I'm going to declare this z variable with this value initialized 01750, and let's display in console as well the value of z variables. Okay, as you can see, if you declare a variable, you must declare first the data type, in my case int on this line, followed by the name of variables, in my case two variables x and y, and so on. If you want to change the data type of variable through the code, you can do this. If I go over this number, you can see there a little box which is showing us which data type x variable has in this moment, so int. And if I'm gonna to type here capital L, you can see this is changed to long. If I'm gonna to type another L capital, this is going to be changed to long. If I type capital U, you can see this is changed to unsigned long, and so on. But let's compile this code, and let's see what we get in console. We have error on this line 18. Let's go there. Yeah, I forgot to write multiplication of x and y, and therefore the multiply variable hasn't been initialized. Okay, let's compile again this code. Okay, now all is okay, as you can see, and let's run this application, and here you go. We got the result in console. This is the result for addition, 50, the result for multiplication, 16,000, and on this line we have this number 1,000, which is different, which I initialize for this variable z. Why I get the different number for this variable z? This is because I put this 0 before 1750, and the C++ compiler is gonna to interpret this number as a octal number, and C++ compiler is gonna to convert automatically this number, namely octal number, to a decimal number, as you can see in console, and we get in console 1000. Let's change this number with the hexadecimal number, and let's see if what we get in console. 0x3e8. Okay, let's compile again. Let's run our code, and here you go. As you can see, we get the same number in console 1000. This is because the C++ compiler do the same thing as octable number. In this case, to convert hexadecimal number to decimal number. Let's change the sign for x variable. Let's put before the 200 number the minus symbol. Yeah, and let's compile again this code. As you can see, we get a negative number, and let's see what happened if I put before long unsigned. Okay, let's run our code. As you can see, we get a very big number, which is overrun error. As you can see, it's not the correct number, it's a wrong number. That is because we put this unsigned before long, and as you have been told, the unsigned data type can hold just positive numbers. So be careful when you use this unsigned, because it can hold just positive whole numbers. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you next time.